Hi there, it's Katrina Sawa here, the Jumpstart Your Biz Coach with jumpstartyourmarketing.com with a quick business video tip for you today. And I want to talk to you about online interviews, virtual interviews, and radio shows. And let me just tell you, if you're not doing these on a consistent basis, you are missing the boat. Because I can tell you, I did 4 interviews this week alone, 3 last week, and I have 4 scheduled for next week. And this is a regular occurrence now. And granted, it took me a little while to beef up my online status, my credibility. You need a good website that's trustworthy and has good information on it. You need to be known for giving good content, right? So I've done lots of my own free teleclasses before. And sometimes you just have to have a good topic in order to be chosen for a show. But let me just share, speaking is one of the most important things you can do to grow your business. Am I right or am I right? Right? Obviously, in-person speaking, when you're in person in front of a group, it's 10 times better. But in lieu of being able to get that many, in-person speaking gigs, which isn't as easy as a lot of people tell you, because there's opportunities everywhere, yes, but people book up way in advance. And so if you're not really actively looking for and booking yourself as a speaker, you're going to miss the boat on those in-person gigs. So what you can do as a secondary opportunity while you're still trying to book full, in-person gigs is look for online opportunities. And I'm going to be talking about this in a webinar, actually. Or I just talked about this in a webinar with my friend Rebecca Hall, and we talked all about monetizing more your speaking and getting more opportunities. And so this is a video I want to share to get more opportunities to speak, and the virtual ones is what I'm specifically talking about today. So I want you to think of where you can go to speak virtually. First of all, you can create your own teleclass or webinar and do that once a month and build your list that way and educate people and drive them into products, programs, and services from there. You can go to you'll see a lot of people holding telesummits and teleseries out there. Can't even tell you how many I've been a part of. Once you do 1 or 2 of them, you get on this little telesummit circuit. And people go to old telesummits and look for who all the guests were and speakers, I think, and then they contact all the same people and say, hey, can you do this one, right? And I think that's how it goes for a lot of people. And also, the more visibility you have on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and YouTube, the more you're going to get chosen for those types of things too. So this does go a little bit hand in hand with your online marketing strategies in your business. So you want to be known in order to be found. Now, if you're not found on your own, you can't just sit by the phone and wait for people to call you or email you to ask you to be a speaker on one of their telesummits. Sometimes you have to go to them and say, hey, I see you're having a telesummit, and it looks like you have all your speakers, but I have this topic that doesn't look like it's being covered and would be perfect for your specific theme, right? And a lot of times they will add you on as a bonus call. And I've done that multiple times and gotten on multiple times. Not every time, but almost every time. Then the main thing I wanted to talk to you about was Blog Talk Radio, right? There's all kinds of radio networks out there. Blog Talk is the easiest one to find, but there's many other radio networks, online radio networks like Rockstar Radio Network, and there's TogiNet. I've been on various different online radio networks. And you can find them and find the hosts of those shows that are on those networks and ask them if they bring on guests. Sometimes when you have a paid network, like if I was a host on a paid network, I could be paying anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000 a year to be a radio host on one of those networks. There's a pretty hefty charge to be in one of those networks. I know, because I know a lot of people who do them and have them. Then you go to Blog Talk Radio, and there's a free option. There's a couple paid levels. I believe I'm in a paid level to have more access to more things and functionality and stuff. But as a radio show host on Blog Talk, it's open to the world, right? And you can pretty much search for and find any kind of topic that you would relate to what you do, or topic that you might want to talk on, or target audience that you might want to talk to. You just have to do searches online to find places in the shows that bring on guests, and then just ask them, hey, do you bring on a guest, right? I mean, I have a set process that we take guests through. So you actually have to go to my show website and enter your information and submit your information to be on the show. And there's a couple of things I ask of you to have before you can be a guest on that page, but it clearly outlines that. And it's just a great way to get yourself out there. So the interviews that I was on were either other people's radio shows, or I was on a couple telesummits this week and last week. I have my own radio show every week as well, which is a great way to share your expertise and become more known and something to market. So it might be worth it to have a blog talk radio to start and then transition into the paid ones later. But there's all kinds of opportunities for virtual speaking, and you just have to go looking for them and booking yourself, and not just sit back waiting for things to happen. So you have to make things happen in your business. And in this day and age, this is just one way. This is just one marketing strategy and one way to build your business. There are multiple ways, and you kind of need to be doing a lot of them, not just one or two things, or you probably won't see the success you want. So I'd love to talk with you more to see if this is a good option for you, and or what else you need to be doing to jumpstart your business and your marketing and your life. Please come and talk with me. I have a complimentary business strategy session. It's really where we dive into where you are, where you really want to be. And a lot of times people get a lot more focused and clear on what they're doing just in that one call. And then we can find out if or how I can help you from there. You know, there's no obligation, but at least come and talk with me. You don't prepare for this call. You don't want to say, well, when I'm ready, I'll come to you, because you're never going to be that ready. Just come now. I guarantee you'll get some clarity out of this call. People wait too long to come and talk to me. And yes, I might intimidate you a little bit as far as a lot of people say, well, I'm scared to come and talk to you because you're going to tell me what to do. Well, what else do you want? Like, do you want to go try to figure it out and 6 months later still be knocking your head against the wall trying to make money? Or do you want to come and talk to somebody who can show you what to do right now to make money? Let's get serious, folks, right? We don't have months and months and years of time to get this business up and running. Let's go right now. So come and talk to me. Go to askkat.biz, askkat.biz right now. Fill out the questions. Don't wait. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Go to askkat.biz and let's talk. Have a great day.